Right, hello. What I've got to do today is I did a shoot where like these guys are standing next to a barrel and then they explode. But unfortunately, it looked rubbish. So because I basically cut these out and moved them on Final Cut. Basically, it was basically more of a superimposed effect rather than something just made out of cardboard. So today I'm going to basically out and move them on Final Cut. Basically, it was basically more of a superimposed effect rather than something just made out of cardboard. Talk over the top of me. So today I'm going to basically out and move them on. There we go. So yes, what I've got to do is cut one of these guys out, which I already have, cut another one out who's facing the other way, and then stick them together like that. The reason being I'm doing that is because when I blow it and make them explode, sometimes the paper flips over and you get white behind it. So what I'm doing is basically when I blow it, no matter what way it flips, you'll always see part of the zombie guy. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm cutting this guy out. I just thought that I might as well come and do a stream while I'm doing it, just to see if there's anyone that is around want to do that, because I like doing this. Hello Dorian, how are you doing? I'm just I don't know if you caught all that. I'll leave it up when this is up after I've streamed, but basically I'm making zombie guys today. I'm going to make them explode, so it should be quite good, hopefully. I remember the one I did it in Quake, the Quake cardboard video I did, and that went quite well. I want to do it again, so with a little luck this would go quite well. Good, glad you're good. So I just watched a retrospective on The Last Jedi, and oh boy, that film. I haven't seen it since the cinema, and I'll tell you why. I saw a little bit of it, and it's not improved at all for me. I thought it would get better in time. Like when you're in the cinema, you're going to see a Star Wars film, you're naturally excited about seeing something like that. So I thought, well, massively low expectations now. I'll go home and watch The Last Jedi and see how it was. And it's exactly the same. It's still bad. There's not one part I look forward to in that film, unfortunately. This is my opinion, obviously. I know there are people that like The Last Jedi quite a lot, actually. Some of my friends really like it, but for me it was just a bit shitty. I just can't think of any scenes. Like I said, I can't think of any scenes I actually am waiting for. Maybe the end bit where they're fighting those red guards and they kill Snoke, but then like, haven't watched it. Is it good? No. Well, personally for me, let me turn down the brightness a bit because it's a little bit bright. Makes my computer overheat. It's a bit shitty, to be fair. Let me just turn this down. Oh, we've got some serious lag going on. Maybe it's from all these programs that I've got going on, or maybe it's the internet which is caning this computer. If it continues to do this laggy thing. No, seriously laggy at the moment. I'm sorry about this. If it keeps doing this, I'll have to reassess the situation. Let me open this door. Sometimes the open doors actually makes the internet better. And that worked. Hey there, how you doing? Yeah, I watched it with the intention that I thought it'd get better, but it didn't. We're talking about The Last Jedi, if you're come across. Morning, Dean. How are you doing? We're talking about The Last Jedi. I just saw like a little retrospective on it, and I saw some of it, like not a lot of it, but I haven't probably seen it since the cinema. But I watched a little bit of it with expectations that it might be better, and it's not for me personally. I really didn't enjoy it. And I haven't seen the new ones on. Actually, the new one has just been released onto Now TV, so I'm going to check that out at some point. But I've really not really got much expectations for it either, because The Last Jedi was so bad and it's a continuation. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm pretty good. Late night at high noon. Is your sleep schedule as broken as mine? Oh, late night chat. Whoops-a-daisy. Oh well, we'll keep it the way it is. I feel like I need to go back and rewatch it. Maybe, yeah, but I tried that and it still was shite. I now have to go. Sorry to give me more homework as usual. Oh god, that's a blast from the past for me. Let me just change the title of this. This makes no sense. Why is it called late night chat? Morning chat is what it's meant to be called. Morning chat. Here we go. And then we go back. Hopefully that should say morning chat now. Let me just get back on there. Hang on. I've balls this up now, haven't I? Okay, there we go. How's the video coming along? Loving what you've done so far. Thank you so much, dude. I'm making zombie guys at the moment. I'm cutting these guys out, and I've made 2 of them like that. Reason being is what I'm going to do is stick them both together like that. And if you see my Quake video, the way I did it is I cut them up and then I spin them round. And basically, once I've cut them up into little bits, and you blow it like that, the pieces spin round, and if they spin round, you'll get white. So if I double it up like that, you're only going to see Zombie Man. Oh, face cam. No, that's all right, man. That's cool. Sorry, I couldn't stay much longer. I usually get home, see who's around, and when it comes to people streaming and stuff, I can only stay so long because like there's always stuff I need to do in the evening. So I stay along as long as I can and check everybody out. But I love a good stream, watching you stream stuff. You did better than John Romero at Doom Eternal, by the way. You killed the spider demon pretty quickly. He had loads of trouble fighting that spider demon. The Arachnotron, it was. Yeah, I love to watch people streaming, but I never really have time to sit down and watch the whole thing. Like, there's a guy I watch at the moment called Tex from the Black Pants Legion, and his videos are like an hour and a half, 2 hours long. And I don't have time to spend the whole time watching it, and the games are really quite elaborate. But he's got like 5, 10 episodes that I've got to catch up with, and each is like an hour and a half long. So I've really got to find time to do it. But when you're making a video this elaborate, I need all my time to put into this. And when I get home, I'm usually editing the bits I've filmed from before, and then try and do a video every day as well, which is also really hard. So it's difficult to find time. But the thing is that you have to make time for Happy Wheels content. You have to find it. So what I usually do is at night, about 9 o'clock, I usually try and catch up with people's work. So you get 9 o'clock's sort of like, let's check out what my friends are doing time, you know? It can't all be about me. Yeah, I got a good feeling about the Doom one. So far it looks super. Oh, thank you very much, sir. It'd be probably one of the best ones I do, I think. I kind of wasn't really pleased with the original Doom one I did because like it was mostly just not hand animated, but like animated through Final Cut, and this one's going to be completely cardboard, everything. Like there will be a few like green screen effects, like some blood effects and stuff like that, because and also some smoke effects as well. I'll introduce some smoke effects and some blood effects and stuff like that, because if you use paint. I noticed if you use red paint splatter like that, and then you put like a slight green screen red blood filter over it as well, it makes it so good. If you watch, like, there's one video by cut the guy's head off with a chainsaw, and the blood comes up from the head, and then I got this green screen blood going over the sides, and it worked really well, really well. Yesterday I did like a demon as well, and like I shot a hole through it. And then you can see like the skull switch behind through the hole, and that worked really well as well. So I'm happy the way it's going, but it is very difficult. It is very difficult to do. So now I've got these 2 guys cut out like this, and I've got to glue them together and then trim off any extra white bits which there may be. So now I'm going to glue this together. So that's a bit more. And I don't want to put it onto card, because if you put it onto card, it becomes quite heavy. So when you blow it, it sort of stays there. But when it's paper, you blow it and it goes everywhere. The only problem is you can lose bits. So I can't cut this into too many pieces. Oh, nice one, man. Thanks for checking that out. Thank you very much. I've noticed that recently I've had a lot of people ask me what's the point in what I do, and they can't understand why I go to lengths to make something that's already there. And everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I don't really understand it, because it's like, why would you bother painting a picture if you can take a photograph? Some people are kind of like, why don't you just use game footage? And I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I don't. Okay. Oh, got a bit of wrinkle on it. This took ages to do. It's an odd thing to say, yeah, I kind of understand it. When you get a criticism, you have to sort of like, you have to take it on board. Because with making your stuff, you have to sort of see stuff from all angles. And I think taking criticisms improves you better than taking compliments. I've often noticed that when I've failed at something so badly, I used to do this art event called Secret Wars, where there's a big crowd of people behind you, and you're drawing a picture, and you're trying to sort of outdraw the other person. And the first time I did it, I failed awfully. It's like terribly. And I came back so much stronger from screwing up. So, criticisms are healthy, really, if you ask me. Now I've got to trim all these little white bits back. But it is an odd thing to say as well, because like, because I enjoy so much what I do. It sounds strange to me, but you've got to hear things from all angles. There we go. It's going together. Best thing about animation and creative stuff is you can do whatever you want. You're not restricted. So if I want to make the zombie guy blow up, I just need to think about how to do it, and I can do it. Whereas a game, you can't do that, because it's all set in stone. That's what I like about this stuff. You can do whatever you want. You can put your spin on it. If you think there's something in the game that should have been there, you can try and think of a way to put it in. I'll tell you what, Brutal Doom is insanely good. There he is. Hey there, how you doing? I'm just cutting out this zombie guy. I haven't got a printer which prints double-sided, unfortunately, so I have to do it like this. I have to cut out 2 of them and then match them up. It's a bit of a bugger, but we'll get there. Can't wait to get back on my bike this summer. But unfortunately my bike's got a problem with its chain, so I've got to fix that up and then I can get to go on some bike rides. One thing that I'll be trying soon is Doom 1 on VR, and also Brutal Doom on VR 2. Jesus man, that'd be crazy. I've never tried VR before. I'd love to give it a go. It would probably just blow me away, because the thing is that the most technical computer that I've played in years is Xbox 360. I've never played a PS4 ever. I've never played a PS4 or an Xbox One. Haven't played one of those. I haven't played a Switch. I haven't really seen, only in streams and stuff, how good games are now these days. So I'm sort of stuck in the past a little bit. Haven't really played much in the way of new games at all. Although I'd like to. It's just finding the time to do it. VR was never worth the price or set up to me. Oh really? VR was never... The moment things calm down again, I'll bring a load. Oh my god, that'd be so cool. Maybe we can watch, do a video. Absolutely. what would really be really nice is I thought, because my set really, one thing I want to say actually is I want to start doing more collaborations with people. And the first person I thought about was you actually, Dean. So like, it'd be really cool to have you down. We can do like a video or something and take Wilson for a walk in the woods. So kind of like, think of something to do. Go in the stream, get a dinghy and go in the river. That'd be cool. I'm an outdoorsy sort of person. I love the great outdoors. I've started this thing recently as well that I've actually spoken about, and it's something that's called earthing. And if anybody really struggles with anxiety or just, you know, has problems with it, or sort of hang on a minute, mental health problems or anything like that. I don't really have that sort of thing myself too bad, but like if you do these barefoot walks in the woods, it actually is an actual proper technique that I never knew about until my friend's like a nutritionist. And you do these, if you walk in the woods with bare feet or do anything with bare feet, it has the same properties as being out in the sun. You know how we get vitamin D from the sun. If you walk barefoot in the woods and stuff like that, or whatever, or outside or in the grass, it's actually seriously good for you. So I've been doing that recently, and I feel absolutely great. I used to wake up with like butterflies in my stomach, and I don't get it anymore now. Just from doing that for a week. Ever been kayaking? I haven't been kayaking, no. I'd love to give it a go though. I'd love to go kayaking. Bloody hell, my computer's really overheating. Oh, thanks for all the likes, guys. I appreciate that. We've actually got more likes than people watching. That's very helpful. Thank you. But yeah, I'm just cutting out this zombie guy at the moment. He should be done soon. I think that's kind of done. I think what we'll do is we go around the edges with a black pen. Yeah, a friend of mine has these really odd shoes. We'll say, I say shoes. It's like a cover of the toe goes your foot. Imagine a glove on your foot. A glove on your foot. I think I know the ones you're talking about, actually. But Dean, I recommend what we can do is go for a walk in the woods. It's going to sound a bit weird. Walk in the woods, but in bare feet. It's flipping nice. It's basically, you know when you're sort of on a field or something and you take your shoes off and you walk around the field and you're playing football or something with no shoes on or something like that. Really, really cool. Really nice little thing to do. And it makes you feel good afterwards. I thought it was just like a hippie nonsense, but I was wrong. It's called grounding. Look it up. Doctors recommend it. If they recommend it, then it can't be too much of a bad thing. Oh man, yeah, that'd be so cool. Get a second-hand boat and hit the rivers. Yeah, I'd love to do that. There's actually you can actually rent boats. Not far from me actually. Rent little rowing boats. I love that. I used to do that as a kid. I used to be really scared, like, of doing that sort of thing as a kid, like, because we go past this thing called a weir. I don't know if you know what a weir is, but it's like a sort of a waterfall type thing. We used to go past, and every time we passed it, I always thought we'd be sucked in and pushed down the hill. As long as Wilson hasn't left a little treat on the ground in okay. I can't promise that. The thing is though, I haven't come across any shit in the woods yet, but there are a lot of deers and stuff in the woods that probably would do that. Deers and badgers and foxes. So like you do have to kind of keep your eyes peeled. And there was one time where I stepped somewhere and I was like, oh God, just keep on walking. And I just walked through a stream and washed my feet. It's like, shit, do not. I really know that wasn't. I don't think it was what I think it was, but when you're in the great outdoors, sometimes it's not so great. It's like my friend was at a festival and they're dancing away like that. And this bottle or this water just goes all over you. And you're just like, oh no, just forget about it and dance. Oh. So yeah. This is getting a bit more resilient now. Good. Okay. I think we need a bit of a black pen around it, but there we go. Zombie man, zombie man, zombie man, zombie man. So he's good, he's done. What we've got to do next is we're going to have to then cut him up. So I'm going to wait for him to dry properly before we do that, because I do not want to tear it with these crappy Stanley blades. Is that a better one? We'll use that one when we cut him out. Literally, you've got these Stanley blades, and they are, it cost me, I think, 12 quid for them. I think it's even broken, this one. Fucking hell, man. It's crazy. There we go, we got it down. But yeah, like, they cost me 12 quid, I think it is, and they're the cheapest, crappiest Stanley blades I've ever had in my life. Better get them from, I think they're from Poundland, but because we're in lockdown, I can't get hold of any materials, so I've got to go on eBay and get ripped off. Speaking of which, just going to lurk for a moment. That's all right. That's okay. Yeah, need to properly, no, not proper Stanley one. Yeah, I know, but I can't find them anywhere. I tried to get my little blades off eBay, but they were so expensive. For like one blade, it was like $2.99, and I go through like so many of those. I mean, snap really easily as well. BFG 9000. I had to print loads of these out because my black ink on my printer is running out. Another problem, and my black ink is going to take a month to send to me, apparently, for some reason. So like, I'm having to turn up the contrast loads to compensate for the black ink running out. You probably can't tell, but like, it's... Are B&Q still shut? B&Q are open, I think. I think B&Q are open next week. But that's when lockdown is being lifted. So I think a lot of things might be opening up next week. But we're still going to be in the state of kind of like, I don't know, like this is in the UK. But I think we're still going to be in a state of restrictions. So like one in, one out type thing. But Tesco, like Tesco's, if you're into Tesco's or any of the stores around there, it's just kind of like, I think you're allowed about 4 people in at the same time in some of the Tesco stores, in the small ones. Right, so that's that done. I've got to mount this onto cardboard. I'm going to cut this out. They're not too bad, these blades. I slag them off, but they do the job. Okay, let's stick this down there. I'll show you what I'm doing next. This is basically the BFG 9000, when you get the BFG 9000. But yeah, I think B&Q open up on Monday. But what a strange time it's been. This has been kind of like one of the most strangest events in my life, I think. And I think for all of us. If you didn't live through the war, which is quite a lot of us, lockdown has got to be one of the strangest moments we've ever had, I think. Can we think of anything else? 9/11, but that was only one day. Well, it was more than one day. It lasted, well, the effects of it lasted a long time. They still last today, but you know what I mean? It's like... But 9/11 didn't really... We didn't feel the effects of it like if you would do if you lived in New York, but this has been felt worldwide, and it's really weird. Right, let's set that stick down. There's that. And this is where you're going to get the famous BFG 9000. So there's going to be a door's going to open, and then the BFG 9000 will be behind it, and then I'm going to get my hands going to go and pick it out and then show it to the camera. This is the BFG 9000. There wasn't a lockdown during the war, so I'm not sure you can compare. But I mean, like in the lockdown, I'm sure a lot of people did stay in their homes during the war. But no, you can't really compare that. Like a lot of people comparing the war to this, and I disagree with that as well. This is nothing compared to World War II. Nothing. You just stay indoors. It's strange for us, I have to admit, but Good. I'm going to cut this out. Now, where's those two? Ah, there's two little bits here. So put those in there like that, which is the wall. And if we can. I did have another little bit. Sorry about this. Whoop. I did have another little bit somewhere of the wall. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. So I can do another little bit down there too. This should be good. I'm back in the middle of making a YouTube video at the moment. I know hardly upload her, but it should be a good one. Oh, nice one. What's it going to be on? Or do you want to keep it a surprise? Keep it a surprise. I've nearly monetized on YouTube now, which is good. Because I think my job is going to be on the line soon. So we're going to have the worst recession in a long time. So I have no idea where I'll be in the job after this happens. Then again, I can find another one fairly easy, I think. Hopefully. Well, I say, I don't think I'm going to make much from YouTube. Just something I found which I think would be pretty cool and maybe a nice rose to get. Okay. Did I tell you, Dean, that I spent $1.5 grand on a video game lately? I don't often treat myself, but I treat myself big time. $1.5 grand on a bloody video game, but not any video game. Yeah, I went a bit nuts. I've wanted it for a long, ever since I saw it, I was like, I've got to get that. I made offers on it of like, if I could pay in installments, and I didn't hear anything back. Then I came across a bit of cash and I was like, screw it, I'm just going to get it. I'm just going to get it. And I've got it now. And I'm well happy. That's a bit dangerous. For BFG. So, one more. There we go. There we go. Nice one. Well, basically, I went on. I like to go on Romero Games shop every now and then, just to see what they're selling. I'm a big fan of all the old PC games. And on there, oh crap, I just remembered I need this, don't I? and I saw he was selling Doom, his own copy of Doom from 1993, and I was like, I've got to get it. I've got to get it. So I made offers on it. He didn't reply back with the offers I made. I asked if I could pay in instalments. I didn't hear back from that, and then I got the money, and then I was like, I'm buying it, and I bought it, and I'm going to get it. But this thing is, it can't come until, because he's in lockdown at the moment, so he can't send it. And it comes with a certificate to say it came from his collection. It's been with him since 1993, and now it's mine. But isn't it amazing? That's been with him before Doom 2 was made. It's been with him before Quake was made. It's been with him when I went to university, when I was in school, when I was playing Mario Bros. 3. It's been with him the whole time. And now it's going to be with me. Hello there, Soupy. How are you doing? I'm making more Doom levels today. Believe it or not. You can't stay long, that's alright, don't worry. Absolutely fine. You stay as long as you need to stay. This isn't a prison sentence. There you go, look at this. So that's going to be like, the door's going to open like this, so the hidden doorway is like that, and then behind there you have that, like that. I don't know if you can see this too well. And then the BFG will be sitting inside there. And you like the BFG, you've got it basically. Now you're going to kill some demons. Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. The clips in the other videos aren't fully finished, right? No, they're not fully finished, right? No. Is there something you saw which I can amend? Like, I even tweaked it last night. I basically put them back into Final Cut and then have a look at it. Change the colour correction, change the speeds, if I can change the lighting or whatever, if I can do that. But I'd like to know if you've got any input of what I can include, or if there's stuff you can see wrong with it, because that's also another big thing. Glue gun. One of these plug sockets doesn't work. Well, you can tell if a glue gun's getting hot. Put it on the bottom of your lip, like that. Because glue guns break so easily. They're not used to getting so hot. That's the wrong one. It's that one. Unless this thing's broken. They break so easy. Yeah, it's getting hot. I've gone through like 6 glue guns. Right, let's put another one of these in. I need to get more of a heavy duty one. Is your name Kai? Oh yeah, I've got to do that, yeah. Don't worry. I was trying to find the switch sound effect, you know, the noise, but I couldn't find it. Also the sound of the demon running out. But they're not finished yet. I make them in, I edit them in probably about 10 minutes of getting them off my hard drive. So like, they're not finished. There's still a lot to do to them. I mean, after I did that, I looked at it and went, I can slow this down, I can speed that up, I can trim that back, I can add some blood effects on there. You know, there's always stuff to do. I'm sure. And I always think like, no, that's the way it's going to be, that's fine, I won't do any more to that. And I look at it and go, no, I can do more to that. I can change that, or I can cut that down. glue gun's nearly ready. Now I need to think about how I'm going to do this. Okay. Like there. Like there. Like that. Trim that bit off there. I found all the sound effects, but the door sound and the demon pitbull type noise he makes. You know, that noise. I've got all the, but I can get those sound effects easy. The most difficult sound effects to get hold of are Blood, because Blood is a little less known than all these other games. So it was a little bit hard to get that one. Duke Nukem was fine, and get the sound effects for that, that's fine. Blood, though, sometimes I had to go into the game itself and shoot a shotgun or something. The shotgun noise, I had real trouble with that. I thought I might have to replicate them myself, which would have been embarrassing. And shit as well, wouldn't sound very good. So, but I managed to find them in the end. And I've got that file saved on my email, because my friend emailed it to me. He found them somehow. I can't remember where he found them, but I was very, very lucky. But yeah, all the noises of doors and switches being pressed, they'll all be in it. But it's more to do with kind of like whether everything looks good, everything's lit well, and I'm actually reshooting a scene at the moment, because before I did the zombie guys and I did them all blowing up, and then the door will open, and then behind that will be this, and behind that will be the BFG 9000. I need to make a little platform for the BFG to sit on, which could be used using that bit, maybe. Oh no, I was thinking we could use this bit, but that's the door. Any other bits around? No. I suppose we could box this, couldn't we? Make it like a box. Turn that into a box of some sort. Maybe do that. There's the final bit. There's the final piece. There it is. If I ever cut one of my fingers off during a stream, do you reckon it would go viral? This isn't an invitation for me to do that, to get noticed on YouTube. That's very desperate, isn't it? There you go. There you go. So, we have that much to play with. That much to play with, I guess. Okay. Hey Nick, how you doing? What's going on? Are you well? just thought I'd do a little stream today while I make all this crazy shit. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this tomorrow or do it today. Just realised my ass is out on stream to thousands of people, or I mean 5. My ass is out. Let's try this at home. Okay. Made a little ledge. That was satisfying. I can do some more if you want. And there. Made a little ledge, you see? Underneath here, made a little ledge for the BFG to sit on. Oh, that's going to look good. That's going to look great. Like that. I can ignore these. Oh, it's not. Oh shit, watch the glue. Ow, 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 ow. Did anyone see that just drip onto my leg? Do not flipping touch my skin. Ah, you fucker. Was that satisfying too? Okay. Good. Stand that up if we can. And lock and load. There we go. Rhino, you look like James Bond when you held that gun. License to Bill. Yeah. What do you think of that? That's quite cool, isn't it? And then the BFG would go inside and I'll pick it out and go, now we've got the big fucking gun. Dum diddy dum diddy dum 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 dum. So the door will open like that. How does it look? So, and then the BFG's inside and we go, holy shit, we've just got the BFG. Because the BFG needs a big reveal, doesn't it? It can't just be like, oh, there we go, pick it up. I'm going to stick this properly onto there. Fat. Oh, shit, builder. Careful, careful. Where's the glue gun? What's the BFG going to be used for? Taking out the Spider Mastermind. We're going to blow the Spider Mastermind to shit with the BFG. The final boss with the biggest gun. And but rockets are going to be used on the plasma rifle. Plasma rifle? Yeah, maybe plasma rifle on the Cyber Demon. Maybe. I don't know, what do you reckon? Or I might use plasma rifle on various enemies. So I've used chainsaw on an imp, chainsaw on a zombie guy, shotgun on the Cacodemon. Oh no, I used the chain gun and the BFG to finish him off with the what's his face, Spider Mastermind, and we use the we use on the Baron of Hell. I think with the Baron of Hell, on the Demon we use a shotgun. We don't kill a lost soul in the game actually. Think of it, we don't kill a lost soul. This looks great. I'm proud of myself. Proud of myself. I'd like to big myself up before we notice. Morning, Rennick, how you doing? Just making a little compartment before we go up a bit further. A little compartment for where the BFG is going to sit. Okay. Why are you eating the glue? Because I haven't grown up since kindergarten. There, look at that. That look cool? And then you've got the door here, so the door will go up. And then my hand will go in and pick up the BFG. I think my hand will go in or something like that. What do you reckon? My hand should go in? Not too bad, thank you, just a mild headache, oh dear. And then we've got to cut the BFG out. And put the BFG in. Do you reckon I should put my hand in and pick the BFG up and say, oh, BFG? It's actually pretty small. Maybe I could say the BFG is actually pretty small. I'm only joking, this thing's quite cool. But yeah, I'm quite chuffed to that actually. It'd be a very, very small shot. But nonetheless. Because basically, if you've seen the last video, I pressed the skull switch, and by pressing the skull switch, is what released the BFG. You're going to have a lot of people here saying, like, you're going to get a lot of people disliking this video, I think, because I'm not staying too faithful with how the levels are. I'm just doing it with the textures I can find. So I am doing certain levels, but I'm making it sort of my own, really, in the way of how the level works. The scale may be a problem if you did it with your hand. I know, but the thing is though, it would just look good, wouldn't it? Because then I can show that this is 3D, I can put my hand in and say, the BFG is actually quite small, I'm only joking, but that was cool. That's what you could say, like take it out of reality for a minute. The BFG, no, it's actually quite small. I'm only joking, I did that to be cool. How's that sound? The BFG is actually quite small. No, I'm only joking. I did that to be cool. Now let's cut out the BFG 9000. First of all, we need to stick them on some more resilient card because it won't stand up otherwise, unless we can stick that onto cardboard. I don't know if we can do that though. It might be a little bit too thin, a bit too thick. What have we got? We have my infamous Babyliss men's hair cutting devices here. A small BFG, isn't that a bit of a contradiction? A small, big fucking gun? I know, but you've got to think it out in the context of, it's basically, it isn't real, this. I think people will know what I mean. It's sort of like, I just want to basically put my hand in there to show that it's 3D. The BSG, the big small gun. And I just want to put my hand in and say the BFG is actually quite small. I'm messing around, I did that to be cool. Or I could just like take it and just not say anything. Nice. Great. Right. Okay. Okay. So let's cut this big fucking gun out. Stick it on some card. Hopefully, I made that piece that I cut out good enough and turn the glue gun off. We don't want to burn the whole house down, do we? Where is it? That way. Message retracted. What did you say? What did you say? Oh, it's nearly 12 o'clock. My God. Might try and film myself doing the demons today. Film myself blowing up the demons today and then do the rest tomorrow or something. Okay. Okay. Just going to check my email quickly because I've got a feeling I've got an email. No emails. Apparently, my friend just told me that Samsung are doing a competition based around cardboard. What do you reckon? Should I go for it? That would be kind of cool. What video should I send them? Samsung are doing a video based around cardboard. Might just have a look for it. Shall I have a look? I'll read it out to you. My friend just went, Will, get on this immediately. It's a video about Samsung and cardboard. It's a match made in heaven for you. You'll win. It's not about winning, it's about taking part. A competition? Using cardboard, okay. So the competition is you can win £20,000. Fucking hell. Can you? Oh, Samsung. Are they going to box competition? If I can send them videos, I'll go for that. But it looks more like it's an interior design type thing. Like people making cat boxes and things out of cardboard. But I might give it a go. I wouldn't mind winning 20 grand. £20,000. Oh, I can use scissors to cut this out. Maybe. We can. I don't think I can. Samsung are too much of a clean cut company, and I think they're like, because they're technical, I don't think they're like old school stuff. They're like more modernized stuff. So I think it's kind of like they probably liked what I did, but like they wouldn't really choose me to be a winner because you want to keep up with the times. You don't want to be going back in the past. And I think the whole YouTube thing, I don't think they'd really like it. And if I showed them people was getting their heads blown off, I think they're like, very nice and all that, but it's a little bit violent, isn't it? I'm like, yes, I know. Back to the drawing board. But someone made a birdcage out of cardboard. They can win. Do I sound bitter? Haven't even entered. But I'll have a look at that this afternoon. That's 40,000. I didn't. I kind of just. I saw 20,000, and I think you can win 20 grand or something. I think I misread that. There's no way. I never usually enter competitions. I've only ever won a competition once, and that was when I was in this theatre and they had a raffle, a theatre full of people, and we were each given a number at the beginning. And I won it and had to walk out without God knows how many people to pick up my prize. And it was like a soap dish or something. This is very weird. We just watched a play in a theatre and now we're getting up to win a soap dish in front of all these people. And like, oh, thank you. And everyone's just clapping me and stuff like that. And I was like, what the hell is this about? Hey there, CM Punk. What's going on? I'm just making a BFG 9000 out of cardboard. Or I'm cutting out BFG 9000 out of card. Oh shit, I just cut off a vital piece of the circuitry. How is quarantine going? What's your hairstyle name? My hairstyle name is the Corona Cut. It's called the coronavirus haircut. Or the Corona Cut is better, because I have no experience of haircutting. I didn't have a mirror around at the time. I just got my trusty hair clippers out, or I don't know where they've gone, and just went to town on my head and ruined my life for a few weeks until it grows back. But it's proper bad though, isn't it? It's not that bad. I don't mind it, but everyone around me says it's horrible. But I don't really care. Oh look, our first casualty. Thank you very much. Cheap plastic, Chinese shite. Mushroom haircut, absolutely. I've got a flipping dome on my head. What do you think of the new Doom games? Flipping insanely good. Like, unbelievable. Some people are criticising it, but then again, I really haven't played that many games at all since like GTA 5. So like, I'm not really too up into new modern games, so I don't really know. But I think it looks incredible. The attention to detail, the love that's gone into it. I just think it's just amazing. Amazing. That's coming from a hardcore Doom fan. Well, I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore Doom fan, I just like the game. But like, I mean, a hardcore Doom fan knows how to play the game well, that's probably. But I'm shit at Doom, I'm terrible at it. But as a game, yeah, I think it looks amazing. But I haven't actually played it yet. I've heard it's really, really hard. And I've heard there isn't enough ammo lying around, and that would definitely be difficult for me. For me personally, that would probably be a downer in the game actually. Not having enough ammo and keep on dying all the time. But it's hell, you know. Why would you have ammo lying around in hell? For what reason? What do you think? Your beard is like Chris Hemsworth. Oh, I've heard he's quite admired, that guy. So thanks very much. My beard sometimes gets a bit out of control, and needs a good old trim. But I think we're the same age as well, me and Chris. So that's also good. Although he's richer, more successful, and better looking. The BFG. The big fucking gun. Okay, here we go. There we go, I'm just cutting all this shit out. Oh, feel free to ask away any questions you may need to ask for. Looks good so far. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, good friends and sirs. I've just got to do that bit there. Who reckons I'm going to cut my fingers off using this crappy knife that keeps them sliding out? I should really use one of the other ones, but Doom Beta version 5.2.2 looked better. Really? Does that mean like a version, the version before it came out or something? That looked better. In what way did it look better? Was it better graphics, or it played smoother? I wonder why a game that isn't finished would look better than what was released. I wonder why that is. Push. Push. The BFG 9000, everybody. Every home needs one. In fact, no, every home doesn't need a BFG 9000. How do you think Doom Guy holds? I often wondered this. I think this part will come down and it would rest in his hip, and I think there'd be like a handle that would pull up, so it kind of like be like that. So I think like you would hold it with your hip and with a lever, so there'd be an armrest here, so the weight of it would kind of like push into your, and I think it must be a bloody heavy thing, man. How big do you reckon it is as well? Do you reckon it's kind of like this big and sort of lift up like that, hold it there, and I think you have a clamp, yeah, that would go around that and lock it into place in your arm or something. You need to be a strong bastard to be able to hold that. It's my birthday soon. I think we're just out of lockdown for my birthday. You can be thankful for some things. I'm getting really, really old. I wish Doom Absolution N64 came out. I never heard of that. There you go. So BFG goes in there, and it will sit. Crap. What have I done? That way around. It's sitting there like that. But I think we'll move it forward a little bit on some blue tack. There you go. Go there like that, and sit with some blue tack, and then you'll be like, press a switch, and then, and you'll be like, great, BFG, let's get it. Let's get it, come on, shit. There you go. Or maybe what I'll do, rather than putting my hand in there, I'll have it on like kind of like a piece of plastic and have it floating. How about that? Is that a better idea? Have it floating. So if I can do this. So door open. Like that. What do you reckon to that? Rather than having my hand go inside, I know it's floating. Even though they don't float in the game, I don't care. I know they don't float in the game, but it's just kind of like, this is my take on it. And if it was like, they floated in Quake, they spun round, didn't they? Let's have a look. I think that would look quite cool if it floats. This is my Doom. This is how I see it. Which weapon's your favourite? I think either the double barrel shotgun or the single barrel shotgun is my favourite in Doom. Actually, no, it has to be the chainsaw. The chainsaw is one of my favourite weapons in Doom. Chainsaw and single barrel shotgun. The pistol was quite cool. The Beretta. Is it Beretta 92F? Is what he has in that. That was quite a cool weapon. But the chainsaw, and I think the animation of the single barrel shotgun is the best. Well, it could be the double barrel, I'm not too sure. The double barrel is more fun to use. It just like takes out a wide area of people. But like the shotgun is... I think that's my favourite. Oh no, hang on a minute, the plasma rifle. I've said pretty much all the weapons here. But the noise of the plasma rifle is just so good. I love that. I need to think of a good way to use the plasma rifle in this game. So there we go, we've got that there done. I don't know what to do now. I suppose I've got to cut this guy into little bits. But I might make a video now. What do you say to that? Shall I make a video and then try and release it today? It's 12 o'clock. I'll have 4 hours to shoot, make, edit, and upload a video. Do you reckon I can do it? Should we see? Camera, how much battery on camera? No carbon camera. Figures. We got nearly a whole battery on my camera. Shall I do that? I've got a notification on Instant Finable. I can see this being a bit of a problem doing this because when I blow it, it's going to go everywhere. But no, I'm going to give that a go now. I'm going to go outside and try and shoot that. And I suppose I will see you once again for more later reviews. Thank you for tuning in today, everyone. And if you haven't liked already the stream, feel free to drop us a like, and that'd be good. So you take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. So thank you very much.